Like you know, I'm not a fan of Monday mornings. And this particular Monday morning, it's raining cats and dogs. So it all just comes together not to make me like it more. My name is Wally Scott. Welcome on the show. It's Plus Sports and Plus TV Africa. Too many things to talk about this morning. Most importantly, Chelsea. Chelsea. I'll come to that later. Now, Enyimba failed to make their early lead pay as they lost 4-1 to Pyramids in the quarterfinal first leg of the CAF Confederations Cup at the June 30th Stadium, Cairo, on Sunday. Enyimba, who missed the services of Eagles forward Anayo Iwala out through suspension, took the lead with less than a minute on the clock, with Victor Mbauma breaking the deadlock. Last year's losing finalist, Pyramids, however, found their way back into the game, equalizing through Ramadan Sobi in the 15th minute. Both sides went into halftime even, with the home side unlucky not to be ahead after several onslaughts on the Enyimba defense. Fatayo's short side will hope they can make their away goal count and win by at least 3 unreplied goals when both sides meet in the reverse fixture at the Enyimba Stadium Aba next Sunday to have any hopes of advancing to the semi-final stage. Good morning, Sayo. Oguntoye.
Good morning, Wally Scott. Good morning.
Good to have you this morning. Rainy Monday morning.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure.
Now, Sayo, Enyimba, I talked about the story on Saturday when our other guest, a female, said that they were favorites for the tie against Pyramid. And you said no, were not favorites against, in fact, they are underdogs against Pyramids in Cairo. And of course, they were underdogs. Scored the first goal, lost 4-1 at the end of the day. So you were right, they were underdogs.
Well, it's really funny. But let me just say this. We were not expecting Enyimba to go to Egypt to win. The best they could get was a draw. I was actually thinking they might lose in a slim margin or actually get a draw. But 4-1 is not a small result. It's a big result for the Pyramids. Now they will be basking in this confidence of going to the second leg and pulling out a result here in Nigeria. So it's going to be a difficult one for Enyimba to overturn. They have to score 3 unreplied goals now, hoping that away goal they've scored will count so much for them. So I think they've missed a glorious chance to get into the next round. But Enyimba can still do the impossible.
The question will be, 3 unreplied goals in Aba, is that possible?
Well, football is not
We are going to see a Pyramid coming to Aba to park a bus, naturally.
Yes, that's true. And knowing that Enyimba miss a whole lot of chances, they know how to miss chances, the same way they know how to create chances. So it's going to be a top ask for Enyimba. Let's just hope that they can be able to, fire on all cylinders on that very day, because it doesn't look, so sure for the Nigerian club side right now.
Okay, Shayo, stay with us on this one. Now, Chelsea lost to Leicester. The good news is we have Kelechi Iheanacho, senior man Kelele, in that squad, and Wilfred Ndidi in that squad. So 2 Nigerians in that squad, so it's good for us. But that's not the issue. The issue is Chelsea also lost again yesterday in the Champions League finals against Barcelona. Now, that Barca team also has a Nigerian in the squad in Asisat Oshuala. Now, the coach of the Chelsea female team, her name is Ima Hayes, has revealed that Chelsea owner Roman Abramovich visited their dressing room to offer his commiserations after their 4-0 UEFA Women's Champions League final to Barcelona in Gothenburg. And Hayes made no secret of the fact that her players were quick to tell the Russian billionaire that they will work as hard as they can to improve and come back stronger. Ruthless Barca scored all 4 goals before half. Relative inexperience proved costly. She hopes her young side can use the pain of defeat as a motivation to one day win the trophy, citing Barcelona's 4-1 defeat to Lyon.
Our owner came in to see us, and all the girls were, very quick to tell him that we'll be back here and we'll work hard on the training pitch to make sure we'll do that. And if I know this group well enough, I know that they mean those words, and This is just another step in our journey because, listen, we talk about the disappointers. We're the second best team in Europe. Yeah, we lost the game. We're not the champ. We're the second best. Now, that's a step in the right direction, and it's still young, this group. I still think there's a lot more potential. You know, defensively, look, Amberger didn't have a save to make, yet we were 4-0 down. If they were extremely clinical. I think conceding so early, you have to remember, one's an own goal, second goal's a penalty. And I think from there on in, it was an uphill battle. It was too early in the game to concede. So it makes it difficult to impose yourself when a team has the momentum of being 2 up in, I don't even know what it was, 8 minutes. That's difficult. Congratulations to Barcelona. They're worthy winners of champions of Europe. I thought their experience counted. I thought they were exceptional in both boxes. You know, it's one of them games. It just felt like everything fell to them. Everything. And I think the early goals really, I think, took a lot out of the team. And, you know, I'm really proud of them for the second half. I asked them at half-time to really treat the game at 0-0 regardless of the scoreline, because to be 4-0 down when they had 4 chances, I don't think I've ever seen that before with a Chelsea team. So I was, as disappointed as I was, I just wanted to see the character of the players in the second half, and they gave me that.
Emma,
You know, we prepared as best we possibly could, but like I said, when you give away cheap goal within a couple of minutes and then a penalty, it's difficult. This is a top side. You can't give away 2 goals like we did and expect then for us. While I know this team has got unbelievable character, you know, Barcelona are a top team. You can't give them 2 goals like we gave them. And that's the reality.
So in one weekend, Chelsea lose 2 major trophies. Now, Sayo, that's not good news. First, they lose to Leicester, and then they lose in Champions League finals to Barcelona.
Yes, it's not a good news for Chelsea fans, and this is not even the best of times for Chelsea fans at the moment. Speaking about the female Champions League final that went over the weekend, conceding early goals and conceding goals like own goals and penalties quick in the game is not a way to start a final. You know, it sets you on the back foot. It gives confidence to the opponent, and it's unfortunate also that they had an opponent as clinical as Barcelona in the final. Maybe it too little, too late. And going into the males FA Cup final that ended in favor of Leicester, very difficult. Always going to be very difficult. You know, the edge Leicester had shows that they just wanted, or they knew what they wanted actually. Look at that amazing screamer from Yuri Telemann. It shows you his class. It might not.
Humorous note now. Somebody was joking with me this morning on my WhatsApp, and he was saying that instead of Chelsea spending so much money on blind strikers like Timo Werner, why not buy a goalkeeper like Alisson Becker? At least I'm sure he will score with his head. At least he did it for at least. But buy Alisson Becker instead of Timo Werner. Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp was left stunned at goalkeeper Alisson Becker's last gasp-winning goal against West Bromwich Albion on a dramatic day at the Hawthorns. The Brazilian headed home Trent Alexander-Arnold's corner to give Liverpool a crucial 2-1 victory and keep their hopes of a top 4 Premier League finish alive. Klopp said it couldn't have happened to a more popular and well-liked teammate, as the Reds players and staff relieved the moment in the away dressing room. With just 2 games of the Premier League season remaining, Liverpool sits just 1 point behind 4th place Chelsea, who occupy the final Champions League qualification spots. Now, Sayo, only 1 point behind Chelsea. Chelsea occupy the last spot for Champions League. Chelsea must win both their matches, their remaining matches now, 2 matches left, to be sure of that spot. Any slip-up, Liverpool is breathing down their neck right now.
Yes, if you look at that Liverpool game against West Bromwich Albion, it showed you a team that was very, very desperate. They needed all 3 points, and no wonder their goalkeeper came right at the death, right at the last minute, to score that goal. It shows you that they've thrown caution into the air. They just needed that goal. And imagine if it had gone in favor of West Brom. Maybe they hit them on a counter and then they scored with the keeper out of position. We'll all say what Alisson has done at cost Liverpool. So I think Alisson was brave and it paid off for the team. Between Chelsea, Liverpool now, who's going to just for the last Champions League spot? I still think it's going to be Chelsea. I think Liverpool has thrown away their chances earlier on this season. Chelsea has Leicester to play again in their next game now, Leicester. And I think Chelsea is going to revenge.
That's where the question comes to fore. For some reason, it seems like Leicester happen to have Chelsea's pin code. For some reasons, nobody is good. No Chelsea fan is going to beat his chest and say, we are beating Leicester next week. Now, if they do lose against Leicester again or draw and Liverpool actually win their game, they are on top. They have the last spot.
You said if.
It's football.
Yes, if. Well, you see, I have from my own crystal ball here, I see Chelsea qualifying. You see, I believe Chelsea has what it takes. They are strong enough. They have blood in their eyes right now. They are not happy with the fact that Leicester has taken the FA Cup from them. And now they have the opportunity to avenge their defeat earlier on. So I think Chelsea will just have it enough to do against Leicester in their next game. And that game sets the tone for the final round of matches. I'm even sure that Liverpool are going to win their next 2 games too.
Okay.
It's football.
I'll come back to Sayo on this one. Let's listen to a stunned, again, Klopp. When we come back, Sayo will continue. Stay with us.
They gave us a proper fight. And but then being 1-0 down, that makes obviously life not easier. In a game where you have constantly the ball pretty much, and each time you don't have the ball, it's kind of a set piece. So the next ball is a set piece, and that makes it, how can you defend set pieces 1000% against a team like West Brom? It's just tricky. So it was a tough job to do. So I didn't think a second about momentum. I wanted us just to be full of desire and calm anyway. So, and that's what I saw, because we had to play football. You cannot really force it. Like with shots from 35, 40 yards or something like that. You have to play through. We had to play in the most difficult spaces between the lines. So we created chances, but didn't use them. And we needed a corner in the last second, and our goalie to score of it. What a goal. What a worldly, unbelievable goal. The technique, absolutely insane. Couldn't have hit a better person, couldn't have been a better moment. Just perfect for today. But we didn't have a lot of these moments in the season, so I don't think we should take it for granted now. Just because we had it once, we have to keep going.
Was it your decision for him to go up for the corner?
No, I only looked at the corner. I don't exactly know. I saw Ali starting, and I didn't. My part of the goal is that I didn't shout "stay back." I just let him run. So but no, it's the last minute of the game. Nobody has to ask usually a keeper for going in the opposite box when you have to win, what we obviously had to. So he went there, and what a goal! It's incredible. Absolutely. Wow. We saw it now already 10 times back in the dressing room. It's absolutely incredible. If Olivier Giroud scores a goal like this, everybody says that's a world-class goal. When Alisson is doing it, we have to say the same. Oh, I didn't feel for a second that anything's will go in our direction. I saw one team football playing all the time and one team getting all the free kicks. So when we got one free kick today, and that one maybe not right, I think I'm absolutely fine with that.
Okay, that's Klopp, Sayo, saying that despite all, they intend to fight till the end. So as far as Klopp is concerned, that last spot is still up for grabs as far as it's concerned.
Absolutely. And I think Liverpool have every chance to fight for it now. Looking at the table, Like you said, Chelsea are just 1 point above Liverpool in fifth position, 64, 63 respectively. And Leicester is in third with 66 points. So it's advantage Liverpool as it stands now, because Leicester and Chelsea are going to cancel each other out. Whichever result is an advantage for Liverpool. So far, Liverpool can win their next game. Whichever result that comes out from that game, if Leicester, for example, defeats Chelsea and Liverpool wins Burnley, that means Liverpool will leapfrog Chelsea into fourth position. Or if Chelsea should defeat Leicester City and Chelsea will be on 67 points, Leicester will be on 66.
Now, this is what I have.
Yes, Liverpool will now
Shayo,
be on 66 also.
Shayo, I have this from a colleague of mine, Shedrack, who says that if Leicester actually lose against Chelsea and Liverpool win, goal difference will determine the end of the season. Yes.
And right now, Liverpool are on plus 21. Leicester also are on plus 21. So it determines how much Liverpool can beat Burnley. And you know, Burnley are a defensive side. They are sturdy. They are strong defensively. Now, it depends on how much also Chelsea can defeat Leicester City. So it's really up for grabs. I think if any team is to get out of that top four, it has to be Leicester City, because they have a Tottenham again as their last match. It's really going to be very tough for them.
Okay, now I'm a former Leicester City player, Andy King, has described the emotion and happiness that those connected to the club felt when they beat Chelsea to win the FA Cup for the first time. Now, King represented the Foxes for 12 years, playing 329 league games, and is the only player to win the top three divisions with the same club in the Premier League era. He praised Kasper Schmeichel, who made 2 brilliant saves to keep Chelsea at bay, saying that the Dane thrives in pressure. Well, situations, and always wants to help the team in any way he can. A poignant part of the post-match celebrations saw club owner Iwat Top join the players on the pitch and hand the trophy aloft for his father. Now, Vichai died in a helicopter crash at the King Power Stadium in 2018, and King said the whole family are amazing people who have the best interest of the club at heart. Something he says not every owner can claim. Now, Shao, going a little emotional today, at least for the death of this guy in the plane crash, Leicester winning for him, and his son was in tears when he took the trophy from them.
Absolutely. What a way to pay a tribute to your former owner, Vichai, who gave everything for Leicester. Don't forget that it was under his tenure too that Leicester won their first and only Premier League title in their history. So it shows you the kind of owner they had, and to lose that kind of a owner to an helicopter crash is so painful. And I'm so glad with the fact that Leicester were able to pay a nice tribute to their former owner Vichai. And I'm also happy for our Nigerian brothers, Kelechi Iheanacho, senior man, and Wilfred Ndidi, for the fantastic performance they displayed. Don't forget also that Iheanacho is the highest scorer this season in the FA Cup. So it shows you that he's not just a player. Just like Ronaldo is Mr. Champions League, we can also call Iheanacho Mr. FA Cup.
Okay, some sad news I bring this morning, bad tidings. Real Madrid coach Zinedine Zidane has told his players he will leave the club at the end of the season. Zidane informed the players about his decision before last weekend's 2-2 La Liga draw at home with Sevilla, where Real missed the chance to top the table. The coach addressed the team on May 8th, a day before that game. Real were dumped out of the Copa del Rey by third-tier Alcoyano in January and were defeated comfortably by Chelsea in their Champions League semi-finals. They trail La Liga leaders Atletico Madrid by 2 points with 2 games left and have an outside chance of retaining the title. Zidane left the club in 2018 just after winning a third consecutive Champions League crown, only to return 10 months later. He also quit the club as a player in 2006 when he retired from playing football. Real hosts Villarreal on May 23rd in the final game of the La Liga season. Is this the end of Zidane, Shayo?
Well, The end of Zidane in Madrid, yes. But the end of Zidane generally, I would say no. So many clubs will jostle for his signature. Zidane has proven that he's not just a fantastic player, but he's also a very shrewd manager. He has shown that he can win the title with or without Ronaldo. He can win the title even if Messi is at his peak. Remember, he did it before and he has done it again.
Yeah.
They have just one game to go. They are in the round of 37 matches, going to the 38, and they are just 2 points below Atletico Madrid. So it's a two-horse race now. Barcelona are out of it. They are on 76 points. Atletico are on 83, while Madrid are on 81. So it remains to be seen who will carry the day. But I think it is advantage Atletico. Atletico just win their last match, or they should just pull a draw. They still have enough goals difference.
Okay. Now, British heavyweight champion Tyson Fury has promised to smash compatriot Anthony Joshua in a video published on Twitter on Sunday. It confirms their world title unification fight in Saudi Arabia on August 14th. Fury and Joshua have been slated to meet for several months, with discussions between both camps, promoters and prospective venues taking place both in private and via social media. Joshua, 2012 Olympic super heavyweight gold medalist, holds the IBF, WBO, WBA and IBO titles, while Fury is a WBC belt holder.
I've just got off the phone from Prince Khalid of Saudi Arabia. He told me this fight's a 100% on. August 14th, 2021, summertime. All eyes of the world will be on the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And I cannot wait, repeat, cannot wait to smash Anthony Joshua on the biggest stage of all times. This is going to be the biggest sporting event ever to grace the planet Earth. Do not miss it. All eyes on us.
Sayo, the Gypsy King, I've always routed for him. Forget my Nigerian whatever with Joshua. This man can beat anybody silly. He's a brute. And he says, watch me smash his face in. And I believe he can do that. Hello, Sayo.
Yeah, he said he cannot wait to smash Anthony
And
Joshua.
he can do it. He can do it.
Yeah, well, talk is cheap. Joshua also has said the same thing. Joshua said he cannot wait to let this fight just go on. Let this fight come and go, and let everybody smile into the bank. But I think it's going to be a difficult one. They are British. It's a close call. But I think with Anthony Joshua's pedigree and his experience, he should be able to knock down Tyson Fury.
I'm going to go against you on that one. Well, it's good to be in Saudi Arabia, not too far away from us. And of course, I can't wait to see Joshua lie down on the canvas for
It's just
Fury.
August 14. Don't worry, just
Yes,
wait.
yeah, because I'm a Nigerian, but I won't let my Nigerian factor take away my sensibilities. It's obvious. Fury is a better fighter, stronger fighter. He's more of a brute. But well, August is not too far away.
But Joshua has more belts.
Yes, fortunately. Yeah, because he was.
Oh, fortunately.
Yes, he was. Fury was suspended, and then he had drug problems. So you can understand he couldn't amass those belts there. But he's back to collect the belts all at once now. Unification belts.
Okay.
You guys call him the king of clay. His name is Rafael Nadal. Warmed up for the French Open with a battling 7-5, 1-6, 6-3 win over former world number one Novak Djokovic, as the Spaniard claimed the record-extending 10th Italian Open title in Rome on Sunday in the latest chapter of their rivalry. After a mid-match wobble, Nadal turned up the heat in the decisive moments of his 57th meeting with top seed Djokovic, the pair's 9th in Rome to secure. Amazing. Thank you very much, Sayo, for joining us this morning. Thank you.
It's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Sports. My pleasure is mine.
Okay, we leave you with, we just left you with Rafael Nadal, king of clay, wins. Italian Open up next, Roland Garros, the French Opens. It's all we can take on the show today on a Monday morning, a rainy Monday morning, Plus Sports and Plus TV Africa. Join us same time, same station tomorrow. My name is Wale Scott. Like I always advise you at the end of every show, if not for anything, at least for your heart, do some sports.